Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Back to Final Fantasy Friday. Been looking forward to this one all week. Let's go to the Fate. Let me move my light because it hurts my eyes. Here we go. So just as they're finishing their inspection, what do I see but the gates closing before my very eyes? A wee bit dodgy, wouldn't you say? Kite. Ah, Van. I guess I'm not the only one who got locked out of the city. I told Penelo about the mark you were going after, and I guess I got a worrying, so the two of us headed out here to find you. As soon as I stepped out, the guards closed the gates and things got crazy. I haven't been able to find it since.
Stand back there! Bang! This gate's closed until the ceremony's over, do you hear?
Now what?
Open the gate!
It's a pretty chocobo.
Alright, out the way!
Wait a second. How come you let these chocobos through the gate and not us?
What of it? This here's a pedigreed parader, boy. Cost tens of thousands of gil, this one did. A prettier price than 100 of you provincials would fetch. Keep your distance. We don't want the chocobo sticking a peasant.
What'd you say?
Step aside. Right then, move them in.
Well... that does it.
Oh, a fine chocobo you have there. Yes, cedar down stock if I'm not mistaken. Change the soil, change the chocobo, am I right? Yes, different soil means different bouquet too.
Shit.
Take a Dalmascan Moreau's wine, It may lack the flavor and depth of some of your Arcadian wines, but it has a certain strength of character. It's not bad, really, once you get used to it. Care for some, sirs? There's more than enough for all to cool their throats, of course.
You let these carts through, the closest gate is ordered. My mail's choked with this sand.
Don't give me a scare like that. You're lucky that ended where it did.
Right. Now's our chance to go through.
Unfortunately, I think that's the last bit of
The
voice acting
ceremony
we
will
get
be
from
starting
Miguelo.
soon. I'd best be hurrying.
Okay, well... Fawn, wait! What is it? Fawn!
We will have order. I give you your new consul, His Imperial Highness Lord Vane Solidor, Commandant of the Arcadian Empire's Western on... Your Excellency.
People of Rabanastre, is it with hatred you look upon your consul? With hatred you look upon the Empire?
Spit on your empire! Strike back to Arcadia!
There was little point in asking. But know this, I harbor no idle hopes of frustrating that hatred. Nor shall I ask your fealty. That is the due of your fallen king, and rightly so. King Ramanas loved his people, strove to bring you peace. His was a rule worthy of your devotion. Even now, he remains among you, protecting you. His ardor for the peace and weal of Dalmasca falters not. I would ask only that you do your king honor. Together let us embrace the peace His Majesty would surely desire. 2 years now divide us from war's bitter end, yet still its shadow looms over all, stifling the infant peace a pall only you may cast off. Achieve but this one thing, and your hatred of me and of the Empire will grieve me not. I will stand fast. I will endure your hatred, suffer your slings and arrows. I will defend Dalmasca. Here I will pay my debt. I swear it now. Though King Ramanas and Lady Ash be gone, they stand ever at the side of their people. In honoring peace, you do honor to their memory and to Dalmasca. What I ask plain. My hopes now rest with you.
Is Rabanasta to your liking, my lord?
Aged quickly.
It is magnificent. Take this cathedral, for instance. Elegant, yet whimsical in its execution. A stunning example of Galtean architecture. I hope Lord Gramus might one day look upon it himself.
Oh, remember the last one? You're all like this.
The patron of this evening's banquet, may it please your excellency.
I am Miguelo, your highness. It is truly a profound honor to make the acquaintance of our future emperor, highness. The people of Rabanasta join me in welcoming you.
That's enough of highness. Though indeed I am our emperor's son, I am no prince. Arcadia's emperor is freely chosen by her people. I am but an elected official and nothing more.
I meant no disrespect.
Now that I think on it, I would not have you address me as Lord Consul, for that matter.
No?
Henceforth, I am a citizen of Rabanasta. Why don't you call me Vane?
I could not. That would not be right.
You are overly fond of formalities. I've just the remedy for that. Tonight you will join me, and we shall drink until you call me by name.
How can he stand about him like that?
Vaughn, you just do not get it, do you? He's not doing it because he wants to.
Lord Vane never did.
You know what would happen if he didn't.
I know, it's just...
So, what would you do different?
I don't know. Well... I'd do something.
Vaughn.
Poor Vaughn.
Vaughn! You haven't heard a single word I've said, have you? This place has changed so much. It's like it's not even Rabanasta anymore. Like the Empire is swallowing it whole.
Hey, Penel, that fete tonight. You think they'll let us in?
Are you crazy? It's in the palace, and we don't have an invitation if you hadn't noticed.
So, how are we getting in?
As if I'd know. Why not ask Miguelo to get you in? Or go see old Dallin in Lowtown? Why the sudden interest, Vaughn?
I told you, I'm going to take back what's ours. Give back to Dalmasca. Come on, what do you think? If I find something, and it fetches a good price, how about I buy you all dinner?
Oh, please. You know as well as I do the first thing you'd buy is an airship.
For the price of
Oh,
dinner.
hail Vaughn, sky part of Dalmasca. It's got a nice ring to it. Stay out of trouble.
Airships must be going cheap these days.
An airship. I don't know. Maybe. But not through Magello. Time to pay old Dallin a visit.
Yeah, let's go see Dallin. Uh-oh. Bounty hunters. We're now free to enter Lowtown and leave Rabanasta. Wonderful. Where am I? Oh, up here. Can't see what people's got to say around here. Listen, chill. Yeah, we've got respect to you. Let's not bother. You gonna let me in now? Ah, you've got your primer, so you have. Well, what are you standing about out here for? In with you. Can't quite recall your face. Are you new? Might want to pay special heed to what the folks inside have to say. Well, are you going in or not? Okay, let me in. I love this place. I love Mont Blanc. Super cute. What are you looking at? This ain't no place for children. Him? He's an exception. His parents were both hunters, and they were friends of mine to boot. That is, until he set out and hunted one of the most most notorious mark. But I'll avenge them, be sure of it. I've been keeping an ear to the ground, listening for any sign of that mark ever since. That's what this place is all about, a deadly serious business this, not to be taken lightly, you hear? So, Tamar's recommended you to the clan, did he? I bet he pretended he didn't even know about the clan hall. If he had told you where it was, he'd be in trouble. Finding a clan hall is one of the tests to join the clan. Where you go from here is up to you. Are you new here, Kupo? My advice for you, always be sure to check for the latest builds. Never know when a new one might be posted, Kupo. No matter the notice board you check, the builds will be the same. So go to the nearest one and you're set, Kupo. Thanks for the advice. Bansat? New member, are you? My name's Bansat. I'm a hunter here at Clan Centurio. Pleased to meet you. You look like you barely know which end of the sword goes into the monster. Don't do anything to hurt the clan or yourself. What have we here? A newcomer, eh? Mont Blanc's the founder of our clan, so be sure to show him the proper respect. Our job's to travel about accepting hunts from the boards, gathering news about marks that need to be dealt with right away, elite marks and the like. Yes, what is it you need? I am Kieran, a hunter of Clan Centuria. To know my boundaries, did I join the clan? It is a wellspring of information about powerful marks. A new clan member. I am McEnroe. A pleasure, I'm sure. Unlike our other members, I cannot participate in hunts. My speciality lies in the collection of information. If you have a question about one of your marks, ask. I will tell you what I know. Kupopo, yours is a new face. Are you a hunter? Welcome to our clan hall. I'm Mont Blanc, founder of Clan Centurio. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Kupo. Our clan has a very strict entrance examination. We should begin yours at once. And you pass. Noogles are quick to make up their minds, Kupo. You are now a member of Clan Centurio. Wonderful. Here in the clan hall you'll hear about especially dangerous marks you won't find posted on any board the moment they rear their ugly heads. Well, I'll get on with the necessary clan membership certificates. I'll be finished in no time flat, Kupo. Kupo, I nearly forgot. Now that you're a member, you can make purchases from our clan shop in the Muthru Bazaar. Be sure to stop by, Kupo. Oh, one more thing. The magics and techniques you learn on the license board come in real handy on a hunt, Kupo. If say you're thinking you'd like to make some adjustments to someone's board Well, Kupo, I'm the noble you need to come see. Happy hunting! Okay, let's see what this shop in the Military Bazaar's got to say. If I could find a way to curry favour with Lord Vane, I'd never need to worry about money again. Dang ho. I didn't go to the ceremony, I just stayed here thinking about how things used to be. Shop. I heard the boss gave you the okay. But it's not that simple though. We've got strict rules you've got to abide by here. The things I could say depend on your clan rank. You want a crack at the good stuff? Best raise your rank. I doubt you'll be disappointed. Didn't mean to talk your ear off. Go on and take a look at what we have. For your rank, of course. I was thinking, do I get to keep my magics from the my last playthrough? I hope so. Yes. Christ for that. Yeah. Fantastic. Auto shot. Whoops. Okay, let's have a look at this bestiary. Wolf. Observations. Agile, swift and keen of tooth, the wolf is a preeminent hunter, widely known to roam in packs led by an alpha. Though once they lived in close harmony with mankind, fierce competition over prey brought man to shun and eventually revile them. Thereafter, the wolves took to the eating of monsters, from the arising diverse strains of wolf, varying greatly in form and adaptation befitting their diet. Cockatrice. Lo, the mighty cockatrice, proud feathered sphere, known as much for its ill humour as its dire rotundity. The great naturalist Melos once remarked, live they in the sands and other arid climes, whereabouts they moveth in a rolling fashion most peculiar. Subsist they principally on small creatures and vermin and co, for the incapacitation of which they disgorge a sticky saliva, thence devouring captured morsels only when appetite moves them. Swollen sacs containing airs are found under the surface of the skin, and when inflated, these lifting the creature upon draughts unseen, whence to espy suitable prey. Rogue tomato. A vexing representative of the deadly nightshade family has been sighted nearby Rabanasta. Thankfully, it is apparently a rogue, outcast from its kin, a stranger in a strange land, no longer possessed of those deadly powers it once wielded with impunity. In its loneliness, it is taken to attacking travellers and merchants, and so did Tamaj, an associate of Varn, post a bill for this mark. More travellers' tips. Okay, we can now teleport. Nice. I didn't see a Moogle though. Oh, that might be the save point teleportation. Okay, let's go and explore Low Town. Kind of come the wrong way to what I was going to do, but sure, the parade was fun, but it wasn't that hearty belly laugh kind of fun. You get me? Did you get me? I sure feel sorry for the people that got forced to move down to Low Town. Hey mister, you want to hear about Rabanasta? It won't cost you much. What? I gotta eat two, you know? Let's see. 1 gil ought to do it. Sure, let's hear it. So Lowtown's a place where most of us people in Ravenous live. There are stairs down to Lowtown here in the East End, and oh yeah, the North End and South Gate too. I may need to get some better material if I expect the people to keep coming, huh? Maybe I'll go talk to old Dallin and see if he has any good stories I can borrow. What a shit. Okay, I don't really want to go in this way. Going from the north. This new consul, he's one of the ones that attacked Dalmasca, isn't he? Why'd it have to be someone like him? Are there any hunts for me? Hey, I didn't get my reward from Tamash. Ah, Van, defeated that rogue tomato, did you? I was so worried that you might not be ready just yet. Well, you did a fine job of it. Here, your bounty for completing the hunt. Red and rotten in the desert, 300 gil, 2 potions and a teleport stone. Oh, I hear you stopped by the clan hall. You're one shrewd customer. I'm sure you've heard all manner of things from the other hunters, but just take your time to ease into it and you'll do fine. Thanks, Tamaj. Thextera. Okay, mutant wolf. Seek brave souls for slaying a fearsome beastie. My future rests on your swift response. My name is Gatsley. Seek me in the Sandsea Tavern. Are you going to speak to the petitioner? Yes. I believe it is in the Sandsea, right where I am. Gatsley. Okay. You look like a Gatsley, no? You? Marky Gatsley. You saw my bill? My bill to hunt Thextera? If you're looking for Gatsley, you found him. I own a shop over in the bazaar, but times have been tough, so I put in an order for some new goods, hoping to stir up some business. Put up everything I own as collateral against that shipment. Trouble is, this beastie in the Westersands been attacking the caravans. As it happens, my goods are supposed to be arriving by way of the Westersand too. If this Thextera were to attack, what of my goods? Please, you must kill Thextera for me. Accept the hunt and I'll tell you where to find it. Now we're talking. Thextera stalks the Westersand in a region known as Galtea Downs. The caravan driver said they were set upon along the cliff wall to your left as you leave the city via the west gate. And depending on you, if our shop goes under, my wife and I will be turned out onto the streets. Let's sort that out for you, Gatsley. The great Gatsley. To Lowtown. Helpful man, what are you saying today? Such a grand city. Yeah, you've already told us about this. There's the door. What am I doing? There we go. Philo. Ah, Van. Did you go see the parade? Me? Are you kidding? Won't ever become a sky pirate watching parades. You've got to keep training. Today, we're training to hunt treasure. I'm going to hide, and you have to find me. I'll be somewhere down in the South Sprawl. Hop to it, mateys. Last one to find me is a buckethead. Brilliant. Let me get my guide. beautiful Bible. Okay, don't want to miss any side quests really. Okay, we're good. Deadbeat. Lowtown. Yeah, I like Lowtown. You got your North Sprawl in the north, and what was down the south? Oh right, the South Sprawl. That old Dallin down there is something else. Get him talking, there's no telling when he'll stop. You leave Dallin alone, he's brilliant. Let's go all the way down here first. Angry woman. Angry? Of course I'm angry. Isn't it obvious? Living down here the past 2 years, watched by guards whenever I go to the city. Sure, they let you move up there if you have the guild for it, but who has that kind of coin? I'm not sure how much more of this I can stand. Yeah, that's right. Society's screwing you over. Well-spoken boy. Grown-ups never cease to amaze me. When we first moved down to Lowtown, they said they couldn't live in such a place. Now they pay it no mind. I don't know if they're just being brave or strong, or maybe they've just given up. Wow, that's a depressing way to look at it. Rabanastron. Wasn't easy converting Lowtown into someplace livable. I remember when it was nothing more than a maze of storehouses. Just look at these hanging rugs, for example. May not be much, but they help make the place a little more homey. Any treasure? Treasure! 20 whole gil. Spoiling me. Okay, really took the long way around there. I don't know what I was doing. Telling his kid our vexed father. I got stuck up in the city when the Imperials sealed off Lowtown, which would be fine if it hadn't meant my daughter missing the parade. She's been throwing a fit, going on about how it's not fair I got to see it, but she didn't. She's got to understand, we have to do what the Imperials say. Demented merchant. Time was, I had a shop in the city. Look what they've driven me to. It breaks my heart to think about it. Hidden treasures anywhere? Nope. Wandering woman. Excuse me, do you think you can tell me where old Dallin's house is? Of course, the South Sprawl. I never have a map when I need one. Just keep heading down this passage, right? That is correct. Water Watcher. Did you know this water all comes from a big river in the Dalmasca Estersand? Runs right through Lowtown, on down into the sewers. I heard there were ghosts living down those sewers too, way deep inside, and real hard to get to places. You are also correct. I found a treasure. Pile of eye drops. Furious banger. Feared pa. Blast those Imperials. Heading up to the city, I was. The right of any proper Dalmascan when slam, gates shut in my face. I can't fathom what it is they expect us to do had we gotten up there. Must be hiding away the rubbish lest we offend the good consul's nose. The demented merchant. You've come to make a purchase, yes? Oh, my apologies. My store has no wares fit for children, I'm afraid. Hey, what you got in there? Looks like a cheap jewellery store to me. See that house on the corner? Well, it's empty now. You see, the man who'd been living there recently passed away. He had fled from Navadis during the war, the poor dear. If I'm not mistaken, that Sikh laugh in his shop across the way was his landlord. The door is tightly shut. Back before the war, I led a fine life up in the city, but I refused to bow my head to the Imperials, so they took everything I had and forced me to live here in Lowtown. Not good. Oh, I missed a treasure there before. Spoke to you. You didn't have nothing interesting to say. My husband died protecting me and my son during the war. I'm only glad that I survived, not for myself, but for our child. No one should have to grow up alone in a world like this. Alright, rub it in. Constance could talk all he wants. He'll never fool us down in Lowtown. We remember who it was, what brought down Dalmasca. Watchful Sikh. This poor fellow here lost his son in the war. He's built up so much hatred over the years, no telling what he might do. The South Sprawl is at the bottom of the map, and the North Sprawl is at the top. That's how maps always are, you know. Wow, I did not know that. Merchant again. Come in, come in. I have many fine blades on display. Forged each and every one myself. Looked them over. But they're not for sale. It's very handy. He's a laughing Sikh, isn't he? What's so funny? Oh, I was just thinking back on the consul's speech, see? So many sweet words. I'm like to get a toothache. Yeah, thanks for that, Balzac. The grown-ups told me about how come we have to live underground. You want to hear? Sure, why not? They told me we all used to live above ground. My house was up there too, but I don't remember. But then there was that war against the Empire 2 years ago that Dalmasca lost, so that made us be under control of the Empire too. Then when the Imperials come to Rabanasta, they ordered everybody to move down here. The Imperials let us do what we want, I guess. They just won't let us live where we want. Something about keeping their control on us. You want to hear the rest? Sure, go ahead. But it's not totally impossible to live up in the city, even for us Dalmascans. It just takes a whole lot of money, way more than I got. It's not all bad in Lowtown though. At least there aren't many Imperials down here. Maybe they stay out just so we'll think it's better down here than it is. I mean, if something happens, it's a lot easier for them to round us all up if we're already rounded up. It makes sense, doesn't it? Grown-ups say I'm just being paranoid, whatever that means. Sorry for talking so much. Don't listen to everybody to learn all that. Breaks me heart, all these poor orphans. It's a hard life for them. Try and keep it under your hat, but there's a band of folks working to free Dalmasca right here in Lowtown. Still, if it means war, I'll pass. A new Imperial consul? What difference does it make? I don't care if they send the Emperor himself. Rabanasta belongs to Dalmasca. Not anymore, sorry. Cynical boys. City's off limits till further notice. That's all they said before locking us down here. No explanation, nothing. A little while ago I heard it was because there was a parade of some important person from the Empire. What do they think we'd try to do? I can't think of anything, cynical boy. Hey man, you got anything random for sale? Business has been mighty slow. Help me out and buy something, would you? Kites, make kites. Hey man, You here for some more rat hunting? The door's open and ready to go. I still can't get the door on the left open though. Old Dallin said it led someplace really important. Can't wait to see what's inside. Miguel keeps all the provisions for his shop over there in Storehouse 5. You shouldn't be poking around in there. It's locked for a reason, you know. Fuss budget. Great name. No fair. No fair doesn't even... Ah. She got tossed into the air at the parade. I want to be tossed into the air too. The door is locked. That's not what Kite said. Hey Vaughn, you need inside again? Nah, I don't, to be fair. Let's not bother. Can we speak to you? Yeah. Okay, let's go to Southsboro. This way. Beautiful. You ever wish there were more ways to get up to the city? Sometimes I feel claustrophobic down here. Well-spoken girl. Do you think dreams really can come true? Or are they just a way for us to escape our troubles? The other day this scary looking man told me we'd be taking our kingdom back soon. If that's really true, then maybe it's okay for me to dream too. Scary man, eh? Antidote, thank you. You ever find yourself down in the sewers? Watch yourself, boy. They're crawling with creatures. You especially want to watch out for elementals. Don't linger in any one place too long and you should be able to avoid them. Okay, let's go this way first. Resolute boy. Who do these Imperials think they are, keeping us from going where we wanna? You know whose fault this is? That Bosch, that's who. Dirty traitor. Ten-hole gill. Don't spend it all on sweets. Friendly boy. I feel sorry for that guy selling stuff in the courtyard. No one ever buys from him. I won't let that happen to me. I'm going to be rich. Treasure. Potion. Wow. Fight against the Empire is all well and good, but it's not enough. You've got to find something more to live for, a dream to follow. I don't know what kind of world he'll grow up in, but so long as there are people who can follow their dreams, it can't be all bad. See that man squatting down talking over there? They say he used to be a sky pirate. I don't know if he was for real one or for fake one, though. Fidget. Yo ho ho! I win, I beat everyone else to the courtyard. I even beat Philo here. Philo did say to meet in the courtyard, right? I don't think that's what Philo said at all. Sigh, no money, no job, I'm bored to tears. Ain't hardly sold nothing today. Can't expect the likes of these to put up hard gill though. Ah well, go on, have a look. Onion bombs. That soup there's got a very prominent horn. Have they all got horns like that? I don't really notice. It's a pretty freaking cool horn though. I don't care how great they say this new console is, they can't fool me. I ain't gonna sit back while they turn us into the Empire. Sometimes I play down the alley in front of old Dallin's, but I ain't supposed to go up to Southgate. Nope. If the Empire's protecting us now, how come we had to fight them before? It doesn't make any sense to me. Been thinking of heading up to Nalbina, try and find a new job with the reconstruction. The pay's good, but it's hard work. My daughter won't talk to me unless we come to some out the way place like this. Says it's not right to the kids what lost their moms. Did the Empire invade so we'd be forced to live like this? Shops around here have had trouble keeping good stock since the war. These days the only merchant with much of anything is over in the courtyard. And he ain't got shit. Obtain 9 gil. The children just love listening to old Dallin's stories. You can practically follow the sound of their laughter to his doorstep. Lay about. I'm tired of training. I hate letting Philo down, but I don't really care about winning anyway. So I'll just wait here until I lose. But what if everyone decides to give up? What a conundrum. Philo. Oh man, here to see old Dallin. I'm just waiting for my friends, mates, to show up. What's taking him so long? Well, one is literally just beyond that seat. Has he got a horn? He's got kind of broken off horn maybe. Have you got a horn there, Seek? Jolly Seek. He's very jolly. He's got a horn, yeah? Old Dallin was telling me how this place was once a great storehouse. That explains the passage up to Southgate. Back when they were moving freight and caravans from Giza Plains through the Southgate, they must have needed doors this large to pass through. Pity this is the only one that still works. It is a pity. Treasure that would have done us out of the Zodiac Spear originally. The original version of the game. Van, is that you? Can't remember the last time I saw you down here to visit old Dallin. Okay. Let's do it. Let's go see old Dallin.
Ah, if it isn't Von Ratsbane. Come for a tip on how to secure something bigger and in armor by the East Gate?
What? You already heard about that?
Wise I may not be, but well informed I am.
They'll get what's coming to them someday, believe me. But that's not why I'm here.
Do tell.
I want to know how to sneak into the palace. They've got to have some great stuff in there. Thought I'd partake.
Not one to mince words, are you, boy? The Empire protects all that's hers, and that means the palace and all the treasures inside.
That's why I'm gonna do it. To take back what's ours.
So our champion of the sewers aspires to noble action. Admirable. Perhaps I can help you. Ah, now that I think on it, there was a rumor. Yes, a secret passageway into the palace vaults. A door and a magic stone that opens the way.
That's it. This is exactly why I came to talk to you first, Alan. So, where's this, magic stone?
Oh, I've had it for years, if I can remember where I've tucked it away.
heard all I need. So, this crescent stone, can I have it? Then I can find that secret passage into the palace, right? Not much of a listener, are you? The crescent stone has lost its magics. Without the power of a sunstone, it will be of little use. Right, so where can I get one of these sunstones? You seek XII Plains. Speak with the nomads there, you will find your sunstone. Leave by Southgate, continue south. Their village is not far. There are like to be beasts on the plains, so be careful, my boy. You don't have to worry about me. I'll be back before you know it. You may want to talk with the Moogle from the Cartographers Guild in the Southern Plaza before you leave for XII. Can't hurt to have a map. You're going to XII Plains? Be careful. Where's the cartographer? The Southern Plaza, okay. That is correct. Let's see. XII Plains. Hangar right here and practically at Southgate. This will be easy. What? Never seen a guard stand and watch over a gate crystal before, boy? Very powerful, these. One touch can make you feel like new. And if you're fortunate enough to have a teleport stone, you could even teleport to another gate crystal you've ever been to. Let's have a save while we're at it. Oh, we've only got one teleport stone. Stole that off me, didn't they? I was headed to XII Plains to take a look at those dark crystals they have, all fine and good, until a group of monsters decided to take a look at me. Lucky that Nomad village down south is as close as it is. I ducked in there and just barely managed to give those monsters a slip. Gertie. Well, hello there. You are no stranger to the yellow bird just behind me, I'm sure. Yes, my friend, I speak of the chocobos, Kupo. These noble birds make for excellent steeds, fleet of foot and sturdy of limb. Arduous journeys fly by atop a chocobo, Kupo. Only 500 gil should you wish to hire one. No thanks. Perhaps another day, Kupo. Should you ever need a chocobo, you know where to find one. I sure could go for a chocobo ride about now. Had to be careful not to let myself get carried away though. You can't ride forever. Found myself having to make some long walks back. Getting a chocobo up to good sprint is fun too, but I always tie the poor fellow out early, and then there's no more sprinting for me. Poof, the more I talks about him, the more I wants to ride him. Running through the fields, ears flapping in the wind, ain't nothing like it. All four of your ears. Heading out into XII Plains, be sure you go prepared. Shoot, sweet. Let's go see this cartographer. Glad that parade is over. We can finally come and go as we please again. You ever been to the village out in XII Plains? It's just a ways off to the south of here. They raise some kind of big old roly-poly birds down there. That Bane sure must be rich to throw a parade like that. I hope I bump into him on the street one of these days. They've got the aerodrome at the Westgate closed, special for the Imperials returning to Arcadia. What are they doing holding a parade? Nothing these Imperials do makes sense to me. can't believe the consul is the Emperor's son. Imagine someone like that in Rabanastre. I hope he's the right man to help the city move forward. Look like a cartographer to me. Yeah. Would you like to buy a map, Kupo? I'll buy every map you have got. Dalmasca, Westersan. A fine purchase, Kupo. You won't regret it. Moogle's honour. Keys of Plains. A fine purchase, Kupo. You won't regret it. Moogle's honour. That parade was the best thing I ever saw. I want to be in a parade too. My boy and I just watched the parade. It's all they talk about now. We saw the wedding parade 2 years ago, but he was too young to remember. Right there, just standing guard there, buddy. Just, you know, keeping your eye on what's going on. Job. There were too many guards at the parade, all those fat purses and no chance to swipe them. I feel like I was the one who was robbed. Isn't it lovely, street kids? Glad the watch has finally lit up. It was getting so you couldn't turn around without your tail bumping an Imperial. Better watch my tongue. There were rumours about a group of insurgents plotting an attack, but we kept the peace good and proper. The city gates, the stairs to Lowtown, you can come and go as you like now. This is good news. What are you guys saying here? Chocobo's my favourite animal. Big, yellow, what's not to like? I sure hope I get to ride one someday. He was orphaned during the war, so I took him in. At first he wouldn't say a word. Just cry and cry, but I think that's finally behind him now. The orphans in this town are many. I only pray we never play such a war again. Take that stupid hat off, you kid, though. I'm gonna get bullied in school for that. Whoops. Save the Guinness there. Right. Let's do the Gizzard Plains. I forgot about the cute little geezer rabbits. Nice bit of treasure. Whoa, I forgot L1 does the fast forward. Let's attack this hyena. That was a bit rough on one whole gill. Okay, what's going on over here? Spent so much time in the geezer playing grinding when I was a kid. Well, yeah. As a kid, I was like, what, 16 when this came out? So yeah, I was a kid. Thought I was an adult, but I was a kid. I just said adult instead of adult. I've been watching to far too many American podcasts. Now I can't even follow a map. Hey Nutsy, I'm just a travelling Moogle trying to scrape by. I should be here while the dry holds, Kupo, but the monsters during the rains are too scary. The dry should last a while longer, but take care during the rains, Kupo. Those big lightning balls don't mess around. Hey there, we don't see many travellers through here. If there's something you're looking for, you should talk to our elder. She's over by the tent. Those two must have gotten into a fight again, no doubt about it. That Jin, always getting into trouble. But this time, Roklo was with them too. I wonder what's going on. Kid's called Terra, which is just a waste of a Terra name. These guys, look at them. You are massive. It looks hungry, man. You eating enough? Looks like he wants to tell you something. Don't worry, they won't bite. These cockatrices are as tame as can be. Aren't they just the fluffiest, cutest things you've ever seen? Not far off. I would absolutely have a pet cockatrice. Look at it. Such an inquisitive face. Love their little ties. Far too cute. Okay, let's not talk to the elderly yet. The men are off on their business while we women mind the village. Even the children do their part. They make their mistakes, of course, but they can learn from them. Have you come to see the dark crystals? Not everyone takes well to the heat of the Giza plains. Ah, so it's the sunstone you seek. Come to the right place. They can only be made here in Giza. They're quite valuable though, so we can't go hand in hand with just anyone who happens to wander through our camp. You see, we make and sell sunstones to earn the money we need to survive. Still, perhaps we can come to some arrangement. Would you hear my offer? Sure. The making of sunstones is a chore we give to the children of our camp. They roam the plains, travelling from dark crystal to dark crystal, drawing the light from the crystals into shade stones. One of these children, Jin, has not yet returned. He left carrying our supply of shade stones. If you find Jin for me and tell him to come back to the camp, you may take one of the sunstones he's made in return. Some of the children said they might have seen him to the south of the camp. You may want to speak with them yourself before leaving. Please find Jill and tell him to return at once.
Penelo? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same, though the answer is pretty clear. No good.
What?
Got your
I'm being good.
Is that right? So then you wouldn't mind if I, say, tagged along, would you?
Huh?
Oh, don't worry. Miguelo's busy with preparations for the fete up at the palace. Why, I'm free for the whole day. Well, let's get going.
Let's do it. We don't get gambits yet, do we? Guess what? I saw Jin off in the south part of the plains in the crystal glade. He was right by a small crystal. I asked if he wanted to come back to camp with me, but he said he still had some work to finish up. The crystal glade is to the south of our village. Just head out into Giza Plain and wind your way south. We'll take breaks in the glade since monsters seem to stay away from it. I was a little worried because Jin looked like he might have been hurt, but I was afraid to push him too hard to come back. Now I'm wondering if I did the right thing. No, I'd say you did a pretty terrible thing there. It can get quite hot here in Giza, but it's not all that bad if you can find a nice spot in the shade. Take care before heading out to the plains. Our children don't leave without making the proper preparations. Neither should you. Okay. Let's equip Penelo up. Let's just optimize. Okay, let's choose a license for Penelo. It'd be very easy to make her a white mage, but I wanted to have like... I know I want Ash to be my black mage. Katana, no. Ulan. Warriors who wield spears to pierce enemy armor. That does sound like a pretty cool job for Pinello. Machinist, that's got to be Balthea, even though he's not the best. Red Battle Mage. Okay. Monk would probably quite suit her. Archer, that's got to be Fran. So it's Ulan or Red Battle Mage. I'll probably make her both in the end. What should we start with? Okay, we won't need much magic at the beginning, but yeah, okay, Red Battle Mage. Let's do it. Decision made. Okay, let's do a couple of licenses just so she can get some proper weapons. Don't know what maces I've got though, not something I tend to equip. Armor. Okay, at least you can get shields already, that'll be handy. Well, it won't really, because I won't be taking barely any damage, but, you know. Where's the weapons at? Accessories. Yeah, I could do with accessories, actually. Get her equipped with something decent. I think I put Varn with the bangle. The Libra. So much LP. Could never spend it all. Finish the accessories section. We'll try and find the weapons. Okay, there's maces too. I don't know how I missed that. Might as well fill these two in as well. That's presumably all the magics we can get. Yeah. Is that all we can get up to? Like Thundara, Blizzara. Okay, at least we can get Curiga. It's decent, I suppose. Okay, weapons must be down this way. Yes. Beautiful. Let's get some attack damage. We're not going to be doing much magic yet. Zeus Mace, that is a cool name for a weapon. Do we want to go there? This mace is 5. Let's go get that. Guinness break. Might as well get these two. Is there more maces to get? Must be. Just increasing that magic potency. There's not going to be more maces over here, is there? Zodiac is stitching. Don't know how to say that word. Ensanguine shield. Lasagna shield. Okay. There must only be 5 maces. Okay, yeah, they sound like endgame maces. To be quite fair. Let's get some good armor at least. Ooh, we have a shell shield, do we? That could be handy. Sounds good anyway. To be honest, I don't really know what the hell it is, but... Right, now let's optimise that equipment. That's better. Attack power 23 up to 81. What accessory should we get? Why don't we equip the shell shield? Like, where is it? Shell shield. Okay, because it's crap. Equip shell. It's crap on evade, but you get shell, so I get it. It's good, good. Ooh, that's handy. Opal ring. Magics will not bounce off targets with reflect status. Yeah, that is good for a mage. For a red battle mage. I think now I've got Pinello, I'll go and do that Thexter hunt in the West of Sand. I think it's pretty easy to get to. Let's run back to Ravenasta. Go to that west gate. Hey Van, let me give you these before we go. There are all sorts of monsters out there, so you can never be too careful. 3 potions, 2 toss of Phoenix down. Lovely. So far you've been travelling by yourself, but now that I'm here, we can travel as a party. You can give commands to allies in your party, just like you've been doing for yourself up to now. I'll make my own decisions about what to do too, but you can also give me specific commands and I'll take care of those first. Got it? Oh, one more thing. If you don't want me to fight on my own, you can always turn my gambits off. With my gambits turned off, I won't do anything until you give the word. You should really think about using gambits for yourself, you know. They can make managing a battle a lot easier. Oh, sweet, so we can get gambits already. Well, you ready to go? Van, I think that Jim was supposed to be somewhere to the south of the village. We might find it faster if we headed a different way. Yeah, never mind, Jin, he can wait. Oh, I can't get gambits yet. Damn it. Free treasure, don't mind if I do. 31 whole gil. Oops. 2 gil. Attack, vanilla. You just attack the party needed target. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. I should probably save. I feel like I might have just saved, but I genuinely don't remember, so let's play it safe. Okay, let's check the Bible. The hunt for Thexterra. You don't have to look far. Okay. Due south of Rabadaster's West Gate. Beautiful. Easy peasy. Just save again. I'm joking. A group of travellers heading back to Arcades by way of aerodrome kept glancing over at me, as though they'd never seen a banger. Bah. Sure, I'd heard the Empire wasn't known for its tolerance of others, but hearing's one thing, feeling it firsthand another. At times I wish I could just ride off on a chocobo and never come back. Too bad the poor thing's tired so easily, eh? The Dalmasca Wester Sand can be harsh, boy. Get a good sandstorm stirred up, you can't hardly see your hand in front of your face. What's worse, elementals favour the storms, and you don't want to tangle with one of those, so be sure to mind the weather before heading out. Looks pretty clear today. They've closed the aerodrome today to all but Arcadian citizens returning home. Does it bother me? Ha! After 2 years of this treatment, I've grown more than accustomed to it. You are being oppressed. The music in the Western Sand is far too dramatic. Okay, Thexterra. Okay, where? God damn it. Wrong fucking map, aren't I? Okay. Any treasure? There's some treasure. Explore this little section of the map while I'm on my way to Thexterra. So dramatic. Great song. Is that too far away to attack now? I'm so used to gambits. I love gambits. They are amazing. Treasure. Okay, so Thexterra should be very close. Over there by that big rock. Ha. There he is. This one shot him. 380 HP. I think we can manage. Thexterra vanquished. Sweet. Okay, let's go back to Rabadaster. Just like that. Ooh, we should have another entry in the bestiary. Or we should have two actually. Clan Private. Bestiary. Oh, hyena, we've got a gifted hunter, possessed of sharp horns and fangs, reputed never to spare its quarry once sighted. The larger variety of these is known as the alpha hyena. They consume all manner of things, from wee beasts to the largest of behemoths, and do not turn up their noses at the carrion flesh of similar. The horns growing from their snouts are used to impale larger opponents, and are as sharp as well-honed blades. They excel in slipping past a foe's defences, whereupon they deliver a most telling blow to the vitals. Dexterer. What changes can sudden mutation work on something as common and otherwise unremarkable as a wolf? It is thought that a diet of creatures rich in mist caused these mutations, though little is known for certain. Recent attacks on mercantile caravans inspired a concerned merchant to post a bill for this mark. Okay, wolf. Part 2. Dalmasca Estasan. One of the large desert regions of Dalmasca, located to the east of Ravenasta, rife with all manner of monstrous beasts. It regularly plays host to hunts organised within the city. What settlements there are line the blankets of the river Nebra, a vibrant blue vein running through the heart of the sands, wherein can be found ferries for the conveyance of travellers and goods across her flow. Many merchants make a point of stopping in the villages to trade on their way to and from Ravenasta. Hunts, yeah, we got that. Let's go back and see the Great Gatsby. Get our reward. Okay, I should definitely fast forward this. Whoa. That seems so crazy. Right, man, calm down. Whoa, went too far. Alright, just need to get to the Salmon Sea in one piece. Whoa. This is like impossible to control. Ah, Sand Sea, made it. To the Sand Sea. Come on, Gatsby, you can cheer up now. You did it. You brought down the Dexterer. Thank you so much. You've saved me and my wife. This isn't much, but I want you to take it for helping us out. 500 gil, headguard, teleport stone. Good, we want all the teleport stones we can get. Well, it's time we headed back to my shop. Say, you should stop by sometime. Maybe I'll have a little something for you. I'm afraid it won't be much. You don't go too far out of your way, but if you happen to be near the bazaar, say hello. Agreed? I will if I remember. Oh, great to be flying cacti already. A spiteful beast threatens desert travellers and now fixes its gaze upon our humble camp. We can ignore this threat no longer. Hunters, to arms! Will you go speak to the petitioner? Yes. The bill's petitioner can be found at the following location. You must speak with the petitioners to formalise the contract. Nice. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make this sunstone. Okay, ready for this. Jesus. Almost makes me motion sick. Okay, watch it back at Giza Plains. Turn that off. Yes, thank you. Go back to normal. feel terrible, but I'm going to kill the geezer rabbits just for the bestiary entries. I do feel bad. Poor little geezer rabbit. Pinello is being very useless here. Okay, we will go to the west first. Let's go that way around, do a little bit more exploring. See some slavers. They're awesome enemies. Oh man, kill the geezer rabbit.
Yeah. Ha.
Vampire bestiary. Oh, it's a happy bunny. Being a fiendish creature taking the form of an adorable bunny, for which indeed it is all the more fiendish. Living in the dry savanna lands, such can be found in Giza Plains during the dry or Osmone Plain. The name of the beastie is given to change according to its location, so that those of Giza Plains are called Giza rabbits, and those of Osmone Plain called Osmone hares. They are wont to migrate during periods of inclement weather, and one may find that, depending on the season, a given specimen may be found in Giza Plains or Osmone Plain. It's cheating. This big shiny dark stone. Oh, I forget I have the little wizard. Slaver. Look how cute he is too. Looks like a dog with 2 legs. Shame I got to kill him. Come here, hyena.
Yeah.
Potion. Oh, someone's attacking me. That's one of you. Urstrix.
Yeah.
Lots of hyenas. Still annoys me that you can't pick up treasure when you're in the middle of putting your weapon away. Holstering the weapon over there. Sweet. There's the nomad village right there. Take out these hyenas.
Yeah.
Bad news. Slightly regretting doing it when we're getting close here, because it kind of takes a bit of the fun out. Because my favourite part of this game, apart from Parthia, is the exploration. I feel like we're missing some of the fun of the exploration. It's still great just because the environments are so great. It's a slaver, not a slaver. Alpha hyena. And that, and that. Oh, can I only knock the withered trees over when it's the rains? I think so. It's a shame because that's handy to do whenever you can. Not that we even see any withered trees yet, but... Whoa there, wild snake. See these entries. Okay, hyena ready for part 2. Sage knowledge, Lowtown. Lowtown lies, as its name would suggest, beneath the city streets of Ravenasta. Great pillars standing throughout Lowtown support the soaring edifices above. Prior to the war with Arcadia, many merchants used Lowtown as a place to store foodstuffs and wares for sale. With the defeat and occupation of Arcadia, many of the former residents of Ravenasta were located here, leading to its gradual transformation into a residential area. No natural light shines on Lowtown, save where there are passages to the streets above, making it perpetually gloomy. Many orphans from the war have adopted Lowtown as their new home. Okay, wild snake. Being a curious creature having a serpentine body, wherefrom grow 6 blades. They are known to dig holes in the ground and to lie in wait for prey therein. In antiquity, these were said to possess large mouths decked with prominent fangs. These have since receded in concert with the gradual flattening of the creature's form, and after splaying sideways to form the aforementioned blades, indurate scales cover the snake's body, which are so shaped to permit rapid movement over all manner of terrain. Urstrix. Being the progeny of wildfowl taken into the magicite mines to ascertain the presence of noxious fumes. On occasion of a mining accident, these birds would be exposed to great quantities of mist, under the influence of which they would at length give birth to chicks, with stunted wings of most peculiar shape. Perplexed, the hens discarded their unwanted flightless brood, these becoming the feral Urstrix. Slaven. Valued through much of history for their size and great locomotive power as beasts of burden, recent advances in transport technologies have seen this noble beast fall by the wayside. Rare have their trainers become withal, such that only a few still remain alive in Evil East today. While some argue that the breed should be preserved as part of our cultural heritage, most modern specimens are thoroughly feral, beyond pacification by even a skilled trainer. Still got belts on them, haven't they? Okay, let's just go through here so that it tells us on the map where it takes us to. Otherwise that'll trip me up one day probably. Presume it goes to the west of sand. Sure does. Okay. Let's head back. Let's get back on track. Treasure again. Treasure. Nice. 39 gills. Take out this pack of hyenas. Any treasure? Obsessed with filling out the maps. Okay, werewolf, let's try and take you out because at level 40, no, level 19, you can't normally do this until way later in the game. No, it's just a one shot. How much have they got health? 2,500. Can't even hurt me. It's a pretty cool design though, those guys. down to Osmium Plain. Yeah, just some tree branches. We need the rains to come and wash them away. There's a Sleipnir. There's some more entries in the bestiary, so let's have a look. Sleipnir. Being the result of much breeding in a now long forgotten land, the aim of which being the creation of a superior war charger, around which to build a cavalry without equal in all Evilise. In this time when a cavalry's strength meant victory or defeat, there was one knight whose feats in the saddle shone above all others. This hero among men named his horse Sleipnir, a name later given to those steeds chosen by his disciples. In more recent days, the great cavalries of old are gone, their once proud steeds grown wild and feral at heart. The story of this strange man-like creature began, it is said, when a group of bandits ate the corrupted flesh of a wolf, becoming infected and changing form. Indeed, like the wolf, these afflicted beings are known to feed with relish upon rotting meat. As carrion feeders oft develop strong resistance to illness, some natural philosophers have urged detailed study of the creature in hopes of culling regents for medicaments from their flesh. Okay, cool. Let's go see Jin. There, hurt his damn leg. Yeah, my name's Jin. What's it to you? Masuwa wants me to come back to the village, huh? That could be a problem. Let's see. Maybe my leg's a bit better now. Oh, maybe not. Nope, no good. Still hurts. I tripped running from some monsters. Guess I pulled something. I'm never going to get any sunstones made like this. I just needed to make one more to be finished for today. I didn't want to head back shore, so I thought I'd give my leg a rest and try again. Why are you out here looking for me anyhow? Explain the situation. So you need a sunstone, huh? Well, if Masuwa doesn't mind, I'll give you a shade stone. But I'm still not sure I can walk yet. You'll have to turn it into a sunstone, okay? Don't worry, I'll tell you how. You do know that we use dark crystals and shade stones to make sunstones, right? That's right. You obtain a shade stone. Lovely. There's your shade stone. As for the dark crystals, you'll find them all over Giza Plains. This stone right here beside me is one of the smaller ones. The bigger crystals have something inside that soaks up sunlight and shines really bright. Yep, we've seen them. See that one over there? If you take that shade stone I just gave you and bring it near one of those shining dark crystals, it will absorb the energy from it. I'm sure we can manage that. There are 4 shining dark crystals in Giza right now. If you have trouble finding them, just stop and scan the horizon. There's no way to tell how much energy you can draw from any one crystal without trying. You shouldn't need to use all 4 though. This gauge will show you how much energy the shade stone's absorbed. When it's full, you'll have yourself a sunstone. Once you've made the sunstone, bring it to me. I'll make sure it's up to snuff. I'll go ahead and mark the dark crystals on your map too. See you back here when you're done. Well, you certainly over-explained that. Right, I'm going to call it a day there. Thank you very much for watching. It's been a fun Final Fantasy Friday. Same again next Friday, same time, same place. I will be back streaming tomorrow I will be finishing Yoshi's Island, so come check it out. Again, thanks for watching. Bye.